Hey there, this is Ludwig, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the integration between the Phasio platform and QuickBooks, the accounting system. So let's go into QuickBooks, and what we can expect from that is the syncing of customer data back and forth, of estimates, invoices, and a lot more. So to do that, I've created a QuickBooks account, and that QuickBooks account is fairly empty. I just configured 2 tax rates, and I configured 1 customer here that we can see is Harry Lucas with Phasio, and the email address is harry@getface.io, Street 1, town, somewhere in the US. And under estimates, we have not a single one. And let's see how we can connect that to the Phasio account so that we can populate estimates into QuickBooks. Let's hit enable here, and we'll be redirected to QuickBooks. I allow this connection, yes. And this is really a game changer for manufacturers because data doesn't have to be entered twice, less mistakes, and all data is synced between 2 very important pieces of your software stack. Let's first, to finish up that setup here, link the default tax rate. So click on link tax, set up the tax link here, and it looks like the system has automatically synced already the first tax, the exempt tax. I'll just can double check here. I want to choose this 0% exempt tax with the component exempt 0%. Hit save there, and all you need to do is you need to make sure that the tax percentage lines up. And for your particular case, there might be multiple different jurisdictions, which you can set up then under finances, under taxes. But let's continue in this flow here. Now, I have fully integrated, I'm fully set up, and I can see in this drop down that I have 2 customers in Phasio, Ludwig at GetPhasio, and then also Ludwig at Phasio. Let's see which kind of customers are there in QuickBooks. There's just this company Phasio, and I could select either pull this company now manually or select it from the drop down. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to go into quotes, and I want to add a new quote. And I have this customer that is not in Phasio yet, but I actually want to add, right? So Phasio, I select the language, English, and the name is Harry Lucas, and then the email is harry@getface.io. And with that, I hit create, and it's creating the customer in Phasio, syncing to QuickBooks. We have Phasio here now, continue, and then I'm choosing the recipient to be Harry, and I will actually take a part from the parts library since this is a pro account, and we'll just say, I'll take this part from the parts library and send that to Harry. And you see in the billing address, we have Street 1, town from the United States, directly pulled automatically from QuickBooks. Now, what that means is if some of your customers actually go through the online storefront, then their data will also automatically be pulled from QuickBooks as and when required. Now, for the delivery, we'll choose the same address here and add that shipping rate and the dispatch date on April 18th. Hit create here, which creates in QuickBooks the quote. Now we have this quote here created. Let's take a look in QuickBooks, and you find your estimates. Once I refresh the screen here, you will find that there's an estimate created within QuickBooks here for Harry Lucas, and it's still pending. Now you see there's no number attached. In order to get that number, there's a setting that you have to do in QuickBooks. Let's go here to settings, accounts and settings. Then we will have to go to sales. And now this field here, custom transaction numbers, is turned on by default. That has to be turned off. I hit save here. And now once we go back to the Phasio account and create another quote, you will see that the transaction number will be generated. So I just hit duplicate here. Duplicate this quote. And then you see here already, we have the estimate number 101. And if we go back to QuickBooks, out of the settings, you will see now we have the next quote in QuickBooks with 101. Now, in QuickBooks, you find the Phasio integration should you ever want to disconnect. You find that under apps, and then you go to My Integrations, and under My Integrations, you find Phasio is there linked to your QuickBooks account. Now, there are a couple of details, of course, right? So if you have a customer in Phasio and you would like that person to also appear in QuickBooks, you could do the following. You could go to your QuickBooks integration and then go into Phasio customers, and you have, for example, Ludwig at Phase.io. It says it's not linked to QuickBooks, but we can push Ludwig to the accounting system, sync the changes, and then you will see that Ludwig appears in QuickBooks. We go here to our customers, then we will see Ludwig has appeared there under customers. And this whole thing is extremely powerful because ultimately you do not lose any data anymore. All of your accounting data is safe with the numbers, and the transaction numbering for quotes and invoices is consistent. There are a few automations also in the Phasio platform that make this a lot more powerful even, and you'll find this automation, for example, under organization, order statuses. And in ready for shipping, you have send invoice to customer. So that will automatically raise the invoice. That automation will automatically raise the invoice within QuickBooks and send it to the customer. There are a lot more details that we could get into, but for this video, this is as far as I wanted to go. Do hit us up if you have any question or concern about this QuickBooks integration. We're more than happy to work with you. And yeah, stay in line for the pro features in this video series. See you.